pick.
Alrighty, welcome to another episode of On the Clock, your Just Baseball, College Baseball, and MLB Draft podcast. I'm Jared. That's Tyler. We got an awesome guest with us today, Riley Quick out of the University of Alabama. Riley, how are you doing today, man?
I'm good. How about y'all?
Good. We're excited to have you join us. We've been following your journey for a while. It's been an awesome one. Just to kind of follow along and see your story, and we'll get into that in a little bit here. But just for the viewers who don't know you, give a little bit of background on yourself, kind of how you got you to where you are today.
I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, so not too far from here. And my brother played football at Alabama for 3 years, so I kind of always grew up like being around the university, and like I'd always kind of wanted to. I played high school football too, and I was like kind of recruited playing football, so I knew I always wanted to kind of either play at Bama, like football or something like that. And then I kind of just kept playing baseball and getting better and better. And Alabama was an opportunity for baseball, and I kind of just took it and went with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. How did you end up choosing baseball over football? Maybe probably because of Alabama, but
I kind of just like watched my brother and what all he went through, and like he was getting beat up a good bit, and I was just kind of like, I don't know, I don't think that's for me.
Yeah. Going into your season this year too, you've had a dominating season, been pitching really well. I know you've had to go through kind of some of the injury recovery process too, but what's really clicked for you this year and kind of your development?
I feel like everything just kind of came together. Like over the past 2 years, it's like my freshman year, it was kind of like I just kind of learned to like how to throw a sinker, two seam kind of, and it was just taking off on me a lot, and I couldn't really command it much. And then I just went to work that next fall of like getting my arm back up, staying on top of it. And like everything just kind of came together then, and like it just all clicked, and I kind of felt back to myself. And then going into that spring, I was very confident. I felt great. And then I obviously tore out. And then coming back like from rehab and everything, like I was always confident through it all because like in the fall and in the preseason, like I felt great. And then like I was dominating then I felt like too. So like I'd never really lost my confidence. And then I came back and like I honestly had a little bit more feel for the ball, I felt like. So it was kind of just easier in a way.
Yeah. Talking about that kind of coming through that recovery process, what was some of the most challenging aspects for you that both like mentally and physically?
I would probably say like the worst part, like it sounds bad, but like it kind of happened at a good time, I guess, because like I got to spend the whole season with the guys still and like be in the dugout with them all the time and like be with the team and be there for every game. So like I never really got time to like be down in the dumps because like I'm the kind of guy that like wants to like actually be engaged in the game and like cheer for my guys. So like I was always engaged trying to do something, and that helped. I would say like the hardest part was probably in the summer, like when everybody was gone and like playing summer ball. And like it was just me here, like just kind of grinding by myself a little bit. And like my arm's killing me some days, and I'm just like talking to myself about it. Like I've got nobody to really talk to, but like that was really it.
Yeah. Did that experience kind of change like the way you kind of think about competing or preparing for games mentally or physically?
Sure. I would say like there's definitely days where you go out there and you're just like, oh, like this sucks today. Like those days are the kind of days that I just like don't take for granted anymore. Like just don't ever take any day for granted because you never know like how quick it can go away.
Yeah. Last question I got before I'll turn over to Tyler too, just related to this is what was that moment like though when you got through all the adversity to like step back on that mound for the first time?
It was awesome. It was honestly probably one of the best feelings. Like I was throwing my pins and like the pin buildup process is kind of weird because like you get to the end of your flat ground buildup and you're kind of probably throwing like 90%, like 85, 90%, and like on the pocket radar it's like 90, like 91. So I'm like, oh, like this feels good. And then you get to the mound and you start back down at like 65%. So you throw like 85 off the mound for 2 weeks, and then it's like 90 for a couple of weeks. And I'm like, am I ever going to throw hard again? And like the first time I got to get like a 95, 100% pin, I threw hard again. I was like, all right, here it is. This feels good again. Then when I threw live for the first time, it was awesome.
I love it.
Jared mentioned the build-up. I know this year, I know you haven't gone too far into games, but is that just like a game plan you guys create as a result of the rehab, or is that
still so like I was doing good with the build-up, like coming into Tennessee, and then I got a bad like blister on my finger. and I had to miss a start because of it. And we kind of just like went the pitch count back down to like 70 just to be smart, like to make sure that the ligament didn't get any stress or anything. But it's getting back up there. Like I'll probably be around 95 this weekend if I had to guess.
Okay, cool. And I wanted to ask you about the arsenal because I know you mentioned you throw a sinker, and there's also the two seam, but you also got two pretty darn good pitches in the slider and changeup. So kind of break down the arsenal for us if you can.
So I kind of was like playing around with some things when I was coming back, and I just started throwing live again. And I kind of before I kind of threw like a dart, like gyro slider kind of that was pretty hard, like 91, 92. And then I started playing with like a bigger one, and I kind of had a lot more feel for the bigger one, and it was kind of like a better metrically pitch. So I just started throwing that a lot more. And then the changeup, I feel like I've always had pretty good feel for that pitch since I got here, and it just kind of kept getting better and better. And I just kept being able to like throw it to righties some, throw it to lefties a lot. And I've been playing with a cutter now since Mississippi State. I kind of just like took my old slider grip and just threw it like a fastball and just cut it at the end. So that's been playing well too, and that's kind of worked well off the slider.
Okay, cool. And like, what's the biggest development point for you this year, apart from obviously getting back from injury? Like, is there anything you want to work on with the fastball or command or anything like
I would
that?
say the main thing was just like fastball command, like being able to get the fastball into lefties so they can't just like stay on it and slap it down the left field, like being able to actually stuff it in there and being able to get the four seam up sometimes.
Gotcha. And I also want to ask this just for purely fun for my end, because I know you've faced NC State, Tennessee, Mississippi State, all these bigger programs that have been to Omaha in the past couple of years. Who's been your favorite opponent to go against, and why, essentially?
I would say my favorite to go against was probably Tennessee, just because like it's a bunch of guys that are out there and like they're competing their ass off like just as hard as you are, and it's really fun when you're competing against guys like that. But like I just kind of like I scuffled that outing and had some things going on, but I would say like those guys were really fun to throw against because you're always like it's a battle every single at bat. Like they want to take it from you just as bad as you want to take it from them, and they're competitors, so it's really fun.
What was there any certain batter to give you fits?
Uh, I mean, all of them are really good, but Andrew Fisher, I couldn't get that guy out when he was here this weekend. I couldn't do it.
I think that's a fair point for everybody to make at
Yeah.
this point. Like,
He was seeing it well when he was here, man.
yeah, Jared, your turn.
Yeah, no, I wanted to go a little bit into kind of the team success you all have had this year, right? You guys have been on a roll. Of course, you got Justin LeBron, who everybody's talking about, but you guys got like some seniors like Cade Snell, Richie Bonamolo,
No doubt.
Will Hodler, kind of really leading that team. But talk a little bit about the team chemistry that you guys have all pulled together, because it's been fun to watch you guys play.
That's like one of the main things. Like coming into the fall, like we knew we had a bunch of guys that like we liked each other and like we had a fun time being around each other, and that was kind of like the main thing was just getting each other around each other and like having fun outside of the baseball field, like just even if it's at the house chilling out. And we kind of did that all fall, and we just got really close, and we started playing in inter squads, and like you could just feel it. We were like, all right, like these guys are like actually like my brothers, kind of like we would die for each other. And then you come into the season and it's like every game's a close game towards the end, and like we just come together more when it's close at the end. And like it was pretty cool, like, and just the feeling like nobody's ever really gripping it too tight in the dugout when it's a close game. Like we know we got Justin LeBron coming up to bat, like he's gonna do it, don't worry. And then if you don't have him, it's like, okay, Cade Snell's right behind him, watch out. Like, and having those guys too, like they've been through the league, like Will Hodo, this is his fourth year in the league. Like it's just such a good at bat every time he's up there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask too, like, what's it like watching Justin play every day?
That kid, man, he does something new every day, and I'm like, oh gosh, watch out! Like it's crazy. He's making a play at short, or he's hitting a ball that's clear and dead center, and you're just like, what is this? Like against Sanford last night, he hits a ball 109 off the center field wall, and you're like, why is this kid hitting the ball 109 off the wall? Like what?
That's crazy. I love it.
Crazy, man. He's the best player.
Nope.
Oh,
lost you there.
Oh, my bad. I think I accidentally clicked something up there. He's the best player I've ever seen.
Yeah, I love it. We talked a little bit of this before we started recording, but you guys have Rob Vaughn as the head coach. Just an incredible guy. Talk about what it's like playing for him. And then also you have a great pitching coach in Jason Jackson as well. And what it's like kind of playing for that coaching staff.
It's awesome, man. Both of those guys right there are two of the best in the business, in my opinion. Coach Vaughn, he's the absolute best. Like, he's one of the best mentors ever. He lives by what he says. Like, everything he says, he lives by it. And you can't, like, he's just one of the best guys I've ever met. And then you got JJ. I've been through a lot with him. I mean, I've been here for 3 years with him, and he's just kind of been by my side through everything, through an ankle surgery and elbow surgery. And, like, we just kind of grinded it out together.
Yeah, I love it. And I guess the last question I have for you guys is you kind of hit a little bit of a tough spot in the schedule here in the SEC play. What kind of goes through your head kind of in the leadership role, but as a team, as you kind of try to get ready for the next series?
I mean, like we said, like, everybody, it happens. This league's hard as crap, man. Like, everybody's good. You think you have someone, and then they punch you for a 6th spot the next inning. But it's just like consistency. Like, we're just trying to be more consistent and like not have the lulls through the mid innings. That's what gets you. But I think we're doing a really good job of it, and everybody's still sticking together. We're not having people complaining about anything, and that's just a good thing. Like, everybody's still together, and we're still a good team. So I think we're ready to roll.
Yeah, I love it. It's huge having everybody on the same page.
Yeah, no doubt.
Tyler, before we jump into some fun ones, you got any other questions on your end?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I did have a good one on Rob Vaughn, but also I think I'll push it over since you mentioned football beforehand. Have you ever met Nick Saban? And if you have, what was that experience like?
So I have. When my brother, when he was recruiting, I never did it when I was getting recruited, but when he was getting recruited, we like went into his office and everything, and like I got to shake his hand, and it was pretty cool. But like, he's like hard nosed, like you can tell he's about his business.
I love it.
He's short though. He's kind of like, he's really short.
Is he?
Yeah, really short.
Well, I get that all. Like, I've seen that a lot with like I think Jay Johnson's pretty short.
Yeah,
too,
he's super short.
Yeah.
Jared Jones was standing next to him. The guy was like tiny.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jones is a massive dude too.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump into some rapid fire fun questions here. So the first one is like, what are some of your go-to passions away from the game, just to get your head off the baseball for a little bit?
I'm a huge on video games. I love like playing like Call of Duty or MLB Show or NCAA. I love that stuff, and like just hanging out with my friends, just getting away from it all.
Yeah. Have you created yourself and Road to the Show?
Oh yeah, I've done that millions of times.
Love it. What's the go-to food spot for you on campus?
Chick-fil-A.
That's smart.
That's my spot.
What about on Sundays when it's closed?
We have a good breakfast place called Brick and Spoon. I always go there too. It's really good.
Nice. If you could face one big league hitter, who would it be?
Probably like Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Like if I got him out, it'd be really cool.
We get the Shohei answer all the time.
Shohei, yeah.
On both sides too.
Oh, I don't know if I would want to face him. Like hitter, he throws too hard.
Yeah. What has been your favorite college baseball moment so far in your career?
I would probably say like this year against Bradley, like coming back off my injury was really cool, and like have everybody behind me like cheering me on. That was really cool.
That's awesome. And the last question we got for you is, what is the walkout song this year?
It's Mr. Rager by Kid Cudi.
Love it. Love it. Do you change it throughout the year, or do you just keep it consistent all the way through?
No, I've been riding with that one. I had something different at the start, but it was just because I didn't know if I was going to do Mr. Rager yet, so I'm not even really counting it.
Yeah. I love it. When I was at Nevada, we had a guy who changed it every time we went over, and I was like, man, you gotta stop that. Too much superstition.
Too much.
How many times did you go over is now something I want to know.
Yeah, he had a massive slump at one point.
You gotta be down bad to be doing that.
Yeah. Riley, we can't thank you enough for taking the time to join us and On the Clock. We've been enjoying watching you all play baseball this year. Wishing you guys nothing but the best, man.
No doubt. Thank y'all for having me. I had a good time.